Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the year 2026, April 24, and it is a wonderful Friday. I'm super excited to be here with you today, because I'm introducing a trending article from the archives. Honestly, I spend so much time digging through these old papers. Sometimes I feel like a digital archaeologist, but instead of dinosaur bones, I find complex audio algorithms. Why did the audio engineer break up with the synthesizer, you ask? Because they just could not find the right frequency to communicate. Oh, right. I know that was a terrible joke, and probably no one understands it. But that is just how we roll on this radio station. Anyway, let us get right into the main event. The title is Embedding-Based Intrusive Evaluation Metrics for Musical Source Separation Using Representations. The curl is Separator for Windows the 26 at 4.20,275. It is quite long, but do not let that intimidate you. Because the content is absolute, let me set the stage and explain in detail the core problem that this paper is trying to solve. Have you ever listened to a song in which you could just isolate the bassline? Or maybe mute the vocals so you could sing along like it is karaoke? That magical process is called musical source separation. Over the past few years, artificial intelligence has gotten incredibly good at splitting a mixed audio track into its individual parts, which we call stems. These stems usually include vocals and other instruments. But here is the massive roadblock that researchers have been running into lately. How do we actually know if the artificial intelligence did a good job separating the sounds? The absolute best way to check the quality of separated audio is to have real human beings listen to it. They use strict testing formats where people rate the audio quality based on how natural it sounds. And as you can probably guess, hiring humans to sit and listen to thousands of audio clips is incredibly expensive, and it takes forever. Scientists created objective math formulas to do this automatically. The most famous ones are called blind source separation evaluation metrics, or simply BSS. These old-school metrics calculate the energy ratio between the correct signal and a distortion, spitting out numbers that tell us how much interference or artifacts are left in the audio. Oh, here it is, the juicy part. Recent studies have shown that these old math formulas do not actually match human anymore. A metric might say a separated vocal track is mathematically perfect, but when a human listens to it, it sounds like a robot gargling water under the ocean. This is especially true for the newest generative artificial intelligence models, which tend to create sounds in a way that tricks the old math formulas, a way that actually agrees with human ears. Their brilliant solution is something called embedding-based intrusive metrics. Instead of looking at the raw audio waveforms, they use a massive self-supervised artificial intelligence called MERT. MERT has been trained on a colossal amount of music, so it deeply understands both the acoustic and musical properties of sound. You feed an audio track into MERT, turns the sound into a complex mathematical representation called an embedding. The researchers decided to calculate the difference between the embedding of the perfect original track and the embedding of the separated track. They used two specific methods for this comparison. One is the mean squared error of the embeddings, and the other is a special intrusive variant of the thread audio distance, when comparing this new embedding technology to the old BSS metrics. The results were honestly mind-blowing. The researchers tested these new metrics on multiple independent datasets, containing hundreds of human ratings. They found that the embedding-based metrics correlated significantly stronger with actual human perception across all types of instruments. For example, when evaluating vocal tracks, the new method perfectly predicted what human listeners would score the audio, whereas the old spectral and energy-based methods fell completely flat. The spectral mean squared error, which only looks at the raw signal frequencies without any human context, performed the absolute worst. This proves that using a deep learning model that understands musical context is vastly superior to simple signal processing math. Now, let us talk about how this incredible technology can be applied to our everyday lives, because this is where it gets really exciting. I have 3 specific application examples based on the concepts discussed in this paper, and they show just how impactful this could be in the real world. This technology could revolutionize the automated creation of high-quality karaoke tracks for global streaming platforms. Right now, companies like Spotify or Apple Music want to offer karaoke versions of every single song in their massive libraries. Using artificial intelligence to strip the vocals is fast, but quality control is a nightmare. With these new embedding-based metrics, the streaming platforms could automatically grade the quality of millions of separated tracks in minutes. If the artificial intelligence system spots that a certain karaoke track sounds robotic or has weird artifacts, they can reject it and try again, ensuring that users only ever sing along flawless studio quality backing tracks. Second, we could see a massive leap forward in mixing and digital music production tools. Imagine a YD who wants to instantly isolate the drum loop from a classic disco record and mash it up with a modern pop vocal. The G software could run multiple separation algorithms in the background, use these merit embedding metrics to instantly evaluate which algorithm produced the cleanest, most human-sounding stems, and seamlessly load the best version into the mix. This would give producers and musicians unprecedented creative freedom, because they would no longer have to manually listen to and edit bad stems, saving them the countless hours in the studio. This concept could be incredibly powerful for restoring historical recordings and cultural heritage. Museums and historians have massive vaults of old, degraded audio tapes featuring important speeches, classic jazz performances, and early radio broadcasts. When audio engineers try to separate the noise from the valuable historical voices, it is a delicate process. By utilizing these perception-based evaluation metrics, preservationists can train custom artificial intelligence models to clean up these old recordings without destroying the natural timbre of the voices. The metric acts as an automated quality assurance supervisor, ensuring that the restored audio remains authentic and pleasing to the human ear, rather than sounding artificially processed. It is absolutely fascinating how teaching an artificial intelligence to listen like a human could completely change the landscape of audio engineering. By moving away from rigid, outdated mathematical formulas and embracing deep learning models that truly understand the context of music, we are unlocking a future where artificial intelligence can manipulate audio perfectly. The researchers proved that when it comes to music, you cannot just measure the energy of a signal. You have to measure the feeling and the perception. And that is exactly what these embedding-based metrics achieve. They capture the complex nuances that make music sound real. Well, that is all the time I have for today on this deep dive. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of musical source separation. Thank you so much for tuning into the radio today, and I will catch you all in the next broadcast.